High-level overview of our latest heat pump water heater launch, and this is our fourth generation GEOSPRING heat pump water heater. We were the first ones to launch this style water heater out in the industry back 15 plus years ago to meet an Energy Star challenge. With this fourth generation product, one of the new innovation things we brought to it is a 120 volt product that is field convertible to convert up to 240 volts. But I'll get to that in a little bit, but just some innovative features behind the product itself to introduce you to it. So our factory 120 volt model is 3.8 times more energy efficient than standard electric products. Our 240 volt model is up to 4.7 times more energy efficient than standard electric products. You're going to hear me talk today about a FlexCapacity feature. Basically, FlexCapacity is our marketing term for our integrated electronic control mixing valve, which is fantastic for energy storage and demand response. This feature, though, actually is a dual-fold feature. One is the whole demand response side of things to load up energy, but secondarily for homeowners, it allows every homeowner to get up to 60% more usable hot water out of the same tank. So it's a really innovative feature with that dual purpose behind it. Like I said, the models come in 120 volt and 240 volt options. We're the only ones out there with a 120 volt field convertible to go up to 240 volts. Perfect for those times when you're replacing a gas water heater with electric. You can go into a shared 15 amp circuit and then later on upgrade it to 240 volts if you choose so. We've also got some other innovative features behind the product, which is one is a wireless leak detection system. And as a matter of fact, it's so innovative that you can actually add additional leak sensors in other areas of your house that tie back to the product. We've addressed a lot of the noise issues that you've heard out there with other competitive products. So our dBA rating on this product is 41. You'll find that's the quietest out there in the industry. Just like our previous GEOSPRING models, this one is fully serviceable. We thoroughly believe that anytime you put any kind of product like this out there that's focused on a green solution, that it is fully serviceable, whether it's the compressor or sealed system side or the water heater tank itself side as well. The final innovative solution we've also got is on the anode rod that protects the tank. We have a sensing anode rod inside the product, so it's a pretty smart anode rod. It'll automatically notify you when 75% of the anode rod has been consumed, so you take the guesswork out of the maintenance from that side of the product. From a connectivity perspective, we lean into our Smart HQ app that we have here as a GE appliance company. It's the same app that we use across all of our appliances. So it's one app that controls your water heater as well as your refrigerator or your laundry in your house. As part of the app, we've also got a automated time of use system, which makes it really easy if anybody's on a time of use plan. Homeowners simply go in there, put in their zip code. They pick out their utility company they use, and then they pick out their rate plan, and it's automatically downloaded to the product. There's also a manual scheduling feature if somebody really wants to optimize the performance. From a certification perspective, we're EcoPort certified. You can also talk to this product directly through API communications. We're also JA13 certified, AHRI 1430, and we're also NEA 3 and 4 compliant based on the models. Next slide. So here's kind of an overview of our complete offering. We've got 40, 50, 65, and 80 gallon tanks available, all of which come in either 120 volt or 240 volt options for options out there. So again, really some of the innovation behind the product is the convertibility, right? Our 120 volt products that can be put in for an emergency replacement can be converted to 240 volts later on if desired. The integrated mixing valve that we've got, it really makes it easy installation for plumbers because it's integrated into the product. A plumber just simply has to go in there, connect up the cold side, the hot side, and we do everything else with everything integrated inside the product. From an efficiency and a performance perspective, you'll find that we have got the highest energy efficiencies out there, whether it's 120 volt or 240 volt models. Same thing with our first hour rating. So we didn't sacrifice performance for energy efficiency. We've actually got the best of both worlds with this product. And then from an energy management control, we've already talked about some of these with our EcoPort certification, the time of use feature that we've got on the product, the CTA module we've got, or even the manual scheduling you've got on the product. You can see on the left-hand side of the page, I've put on here the kind of the range of our first hour ratings you'll see by tank size, as well as the energy efficiencies you'll see that we've got rated out there on these products as well. Next slide. So last slide I've got in the deck here, and then we can get to Q&A. But I really wanted to kind of highlight the flexible capacity from an energy management perspective in regards to this. So with our FlexCapacity, aka our mixing valve that's integrated into the product, we've really turned it into a feature. So you can either use it or not use it. As a homeowner or as a utility company, you can turn this thing on or off remotely through CTA, or if you've got other types of controls, to really load the product up as needed. So in normal setting, that just means that the tank temperature matches your controller set point. We've got a high setting, and then we've also got an extra high setting. In our extra high setting, where you can get up to 60% more usable hot water out of the same tank, we can drive this tank up to 160 degrees Fahrenheit. And we can do that just with the compressor. We don't even need the elements to kick on at any point to get it that hot as well. So if we think about that from an energy management perspective, right, from a homeowner, it's great because you get 60% more usable hot water. But from the energy perspective, this product can be thought of as a thermal battery, right? If there's times of the day where you have excess power that you need to dump somewhere, this is a perfect place to dump it into to elevate that tank temperature, store that energy so that you don't have to use it some other point in time. Again, the communication, we've got various ways to communicate with the product to actually allow these capabilities. And really kind of want to leave you with so a couple thoughts on energy, right? So advanced load up, right? We can look at this product and if it's 10 degrees off and you set capacity to put a little bit extra energy in there, you can do that. Or if you want to put it into like an extra high setting and really load this thing up with available energy that's out there from solar, wind, or whatever else, it's got those capabilities. And then from a homeowner perspective, they can really optimize the performance of this product to really load this thing up during off-peak rates so that during those peak rates, the product may not even have to turn on at all. So with that, I'll stop there and there's my contact information, and let's go to Q&A.